Hi, how are you? Ooh, it's bright in here. Like it or not, we are living in a content society. You might be asking, what's that look like? Well, it looks like this. That's right, I am contenting right now. Wow! Applause. Oh, but I don't know how to content. You don't know how to content? Well, what if there was a course that showed you a step-by-step, way-by-way to content plan on Instagram? You know what? There is. That's right. Look under your seat. There's nothing there because it's been right in front of you this whole time. The Instagram content planning course. And my name is Puno. I will be your instructor today. You might be like, who dat? Well, I am the founder of I Love Creatives. What is that, you ask? Well, I Love Creatives is basically the place that your friend told you to go when you're trying to tap into your digital creative self. You can find jobs on there, courses, we got some edutainment, and of course our lovely community. I'm also the proud mother of Muad'Dib. There she is, hey girl. Ooh, let's pause right there. I know. Muad'Dib's content game is fire. And you're probably like, what's that game do is fire too? Well, that's honestly one of the most common questions I get. How you do that? Just like in that voice. And that got us thinking, like, yeah, how do you create great Instagram content? You know, I really wanted to break it down and show people how to create content strategically. You know, to be honest, I don't really like talking about content as much as I like talking about strategy, because I'm like a strategy girl. How can you strategize if you have no content? You cannot. I want you to not just come away with some inspo, but I also want you to come away with an Instagram content plan. So that's why it's really important that you do the work when we tell you to do the work. Don't tell me that you're gonna watch it first and then do it later. The psychic says, I see a liar. Ladies and gentlemen, gender non-conforming, non-binary, and fluid, welcome aboard to the I Love Creatives flight with non-stop service to Instagram City. For everyone's safety, please note of your exits. Here, wherever you are right now, there's an exit. Buckle up, turn airplane mode on. Wait, no, keep that off. If you happen to see some stats that make you want to hyperventilate, an imaginary oxygen mask will fall. Then just breathe because oxygen is everywhere. And if you're having trouble, reach out to us in the Slack. Lesson breakdown. Ooh, it's hot. Breaking down the lessons. Lesson 1 is all about the algorithm. You know, when I first taught this course at Paquetto, I was asking everybody, what has been tough about Instagram? And every single person was like, the algorithm! Ah! There's a lot of misconceptions and myths about the algorithm, and I kind of want to squash that. Go watch it. I really just want to make you feel comfortable and feel like you know what's going on. Then after that, we're gonna do lesson number 2, which is called the Instagram audit. And this is probably the time where your minds are going to explode. Ew! You're going to see a lot of things that you didn't realize was there. So lesson number 3 is called the brand book. Your brand on Instagram is actually a conversation between other people. And that's your community. So you have to really take that into consideration when you're building out content. Then, lesson 4. You've got all this knowledge from the algorithm, from the audit, from the brand book, and we're gonna take that and distill it into a content marketing plan. I'll be showing you some examples of how that works too, so don't you worry. Then, lesson 5, we're gonna be talking about how you can take this content even further with content loops. And this is my favorite part because it's the strategy part about it. And you know how much I love strategy. We wanna take that content and we wanna see how far can we take it. And then, lesson 6, it's called the biggest conference ever. It's really just a metaphor for me to describe how you should act on Instagram. You know, because a lot of people forget there are humans on the other end of Instagram. And quite frankly, talking to strangers in the beginning, it's kind of uncomfortable. And then the last part, I'm just gonna remind you of how much fun you can have on Instagram. And that's it, that was a lot. Instagram is always changing. You're always changing. Your brand is always changing. There's gonna be a point where you're like,
I don't know what's going on with my content. Like, I don't feel good about this.
and I would definitely take this again and just remind yourself, you might need to just look at the data again and rejigger your brand book and come up with some new content ideas and see if the strategy that you built last time still works. It's kind of like a doctor's checkup. Are you content coughing right now? Then maybe you need to take the course again. Okay. If you have questions, if you are excited, if you just have something to say, take advantage of the Slack. Your entire class, people that are going through the same thing that you are in the same place. Really put yourself out there on the Slack, because the more you do, the easier it's going to be to put yourself out there on Instagram. And of course, enjoy yourself. Have an amazing time. If you ever feel a little stressed out, we've got a song for you. Calm down, girl, or boy, or they. Calm down, it's gonna be okay. Okay, I think we're good. I feel like you have all the information you need. I'm gonna call my Uber and I'll see you later.